Day two of a strike at one of the largest meatpacking facilities in the world. Workers at JBS continue to fight for better pay and safer working conditions. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. With the strike happening, many are wondering if this will affect prices at the grocery store. Big concern for folks. 9 News Northern Colorado reporter Amanda Gilbert joins us live from Greeley now. Looks like a windy Greeley. Amanda, how's the strike affecting production at that plant?
Yeah, it's a windy, warm day too, but JBS processes 5,000 to 6,000 heads of cattle every day. They said they've moved beef production to other facilities to keep things running smoothly. But I spoke with a CSU professor today about how likely that is with 3,800 workers striking. The JBS strikes captured national attention because it impacts one of the largest packers and producers of beef.
Anytime that you see beef on a menu or available for purchase, it's equally as likely that it's from JBS as it may be from another packer.
CSU Associate Professor and Extension Specialist Dr. Jennifer Martin says any stress on the beef industry matters.
So it's not isolated to just the plant and the employees who are actively working day to day in the plant. There's an entire ecosystem that surrounds the beef supply chain.
Lately, there's a lot of stressors.
Record high fuel prices and drought.
Dr. Martin says there's also a shortage of cattle.
75 years, we are at the lowest number of cattle that we've ever had in the United States.
JBS has already said they're moving operations to other facilities to minimize the strike's impact.
It's really unsure yet what level of ability they're going to have to move all of those 5,000 to 6,000 head per day.
Dr. Martin doesn't see the strike affecting beef prices in the coming days.
In the short term, though, it's probably pretty negligible.
The long term is a bigger concern.
I think it's really hard to avoid an impact if it is a strike that continues on for some time.
The question is, can JBS keep up with a strike and with a lot of other challenges already there?
Beef prices are higher than they have been in a long time.
Yeah, Dr. Martin says the last time we saw a strike like this was over 40 years ago, and we weren't dealing with the stressors that the beef industry is seeing today. So she says experts are paying attention to how or if this will have impacts, and we do know that JBS has said they are standing by their offer and they have not violated labor laws. In Greeley, Amanda Gilbert, 9 News.
Yeah, perhaps more eyes than normal on this because of the price of gas and oil and everything else these days. Amanda, thank you.
Today, a jury in Denver convicted a man of killing a woman nearly 30 years ago. October 5th, 1996, police found Terry Turachek dead inside her apartment. She'd been beaten and strangled. The case went cold for years until a DNA hit matched Ricky Dawson. Prosecutors finally charged Dawson in 2023. He's now been found guilty. 9 News' Aaron Adelson spoke to Turachek's daughter after the verdict came down. He's going to have much more for us coming up at 5 o'clock.
In the meantime, here comes the heat. After a cold Monday morning and snow over the weekend, today marks the beginning of a historic heat wave here in Colorado. And Chris, I know it's tough to forecast weather in this part of the country anyways, but he just got excited when he walked across. Not excited for so much the warmth that's coming, but the fact when you compare it to Miami.
Yeah, Phil, I mean, I know you know Miami. And
there a couple of years.
So is the Broncos' newest wide receiver. And I'll say that because it's going to be warmer in Denver than Miami, and literally all of Florida over the next few days. We know about the TSA lines. We know about what a mess it is to travel right now. So if you are looking for an alternative spring break destination, it's not often that we could say that Denver, Colorado might be a warmer place than Florida, especially for 4 straight days, but that's going to be the case starting tomorrow. Right now, Lyman also going to be warmer than all of Florida. Lyman looking pretty nice, just a few high clouds overhead here, and at the Loveland ski area, that snow is going to melt off pretty quick here in the mountains. And temperatures right now, low 70s across the metro area, a good 40 degrees warmer than our high temperatures back on Sunday when we were dealing with 2 inches of snow. I know it's hard to believe that 48 hours ago we were dealing with an all-day snow event. Here we are in the 70s, staring at 80s and maybe even 90s. Over the next couple days, we're already near 80 degrees across the southeast plains, 40s, 50s, 60s in the mountains right now. Fire weather warning until 8 p.m. today, and then we're going to see another fire weather warning from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. tomorrow. So please be smart with anything with a spark outdoors. Winds, I know it was a rowdy, loud night here on the west side of the metro area. The good news is that wind has backed off quite a bit through the day today. It's still breezy. We saw that in Amanda Gilbert's shot a second ago there in Greeley, but the wind not as bad as it was yesterday, and that wind will decline. But those temperatures, boy, oh boy, are they going to incline. I'll tell you about that and show you that full 7-day forecast in just a couple minutes.
You know, here you could say what a difference a few days makes. This is like what a difference 23 years makes. 23 years ago today, the weather was extremely different than it is today. A blizzard for the ages hit Colorado.
Yeah, the March 2003 blizzard lasted 3 days. It just didn't stop, dropping nearly 32 inches of snow in Denver and more than 6 feet in Evergreen. Anna Hewson dove into the 9 News archives to take a trip down memory lane.
We have about 6 inches of snow. It's coming down real heavy and looks like it's going to stick, and it can keep going for the next couple of days.
Exactly how much snow it will bring.
Mark guessed 18 inches.
I said 13 inches. It is a lot of snow. We need it.
I've never been in nothing like this. This is crazy.
The neighborhood streets where you see some people trying to dig out of some 2, 3, even 4 feet of snow.
Helping my mom shovel up her car.
But you don't have any shovels.
No, we don't have any shovels. So I have this broom. She's using a scoop in the brush.
The spatula.
Fiance works as an intern at Children's Hospital, so she had to go in.
How many times have you been stuck this morning?
4.
About 18 pounds.
Okay, I'll keep telling myself this is fun. Well, at least it's exercise.
We're stranded. I had no coats, no blankets, nothing. I was on my way back from Texas. Did not know this was coming.
We've been driving through 4 or 5 foot snow drifts. It's just been terrible. It's been the worst roads I've ever seen.
I'd like to show you our fence. This has only been here for 100 years. And this tree totally fell on it last night about 11 p.m.
Dozens of viewers have sent us digital pictures of the damage at carports and homes around the city. Sky 9 captured the damage from above at a Walgreens, a toy store, a gas station. Homes are feeling the pressure too. Early this morning, it crumbled.
I just spoke with him last night on the phone, and he told me that every half an hour he had to go outside and sweep the snow off his satellite dish so he could watch TV.
You guys surprised when you got here and there was like a big line?
Yes, very surprised. We thought we'd be the only ones here.
Come on. It's with 8 feet of snow at a Blockbuster?
Oh,
A blockbuster. That tells you how long ago it was.
Oh, Kirk Montgomery. That was one for the ages, for sure. Yeah. Also, it was that heavy, dense snow. And Denver got into a lot of trouble and a lot of complaints because of the plowing of the streets or lack thereof in the days after. But as always, in spring, it was a lot of melting, a lot of good snowman making. It was like, you didn't just make a snowman, you made a whole hut. You made villages.
Those are good snowballs, too. That kind of snow makes good snowballs.
Yep.
That year I covered a blizzard on the other side of the country. I was just talking to Chris about it.
Must have been the year.
We got 36 inches on the Cape. So it was, it's in that heavy, wet snow is always damaging to power lines, trees, roofs. Today it's a lot different.
Yeah.
70 degrees today. The warm and dry winter is hammering Colorado ski town businesses during what is typically one of their busiest months. Some retailers in Breckenridge are reporting sales down nearly 50%. March normally draws thousands of spring break visitors to mountain resort towns all across Colorado. However, this year's poor snowpack has translated into empty streets and struggling stores. According to GoBrack, March bookings are down 7% this year.
If I could only be down 7%, I'd be deliriously happy. I mean, we're down 30, 40%. If you go day to day, it's just, why is a Tuesday on one week really the best day of the week?
Even with the snowiest months, March and April, still ahead, the thought at this point in the ski season that it's pretty much over. Many now are looking at what the lack of moisture might mean for rafting and summer businesses.
As we highlight milestones in leadership in Women's History Month, Regis University has announced a historic first of its own. The school named its first ever woman president to lead the university. 9 News reporter Regis spoke with her and women on campus about what this means to them.
To say I'm excited is really, really an understatement.
This Women's History Month, a historic first in Denver.
Honestly, it's kind of shocking that it took this long.
So I'm the first woman to lead, Regis University.
Dr. Shauna Cooper Whitehead will be the first woman to lead the school in the university's 150-year history.
Change is hard for people. I think it's important for all young women to hear that you can do it.
So we asked women on campus how this moment is landing for them.
I think it's necessary and exciting.
I think it's very inspiring, and it just shows that you can do it.
For Dr. Cooper Whitehead, the milestone comes with responsibility.
Because when I go into spaces and rooms, I know that I don't just represent me. The job I do here, will represent what comes to the future.
The students agree, knowing that real progress depends on what follows.
Pushing it a little bit more to make it a little bit more inclusive.
I think that's what matters most is representation, just as a Hispanic serving institution, and so I hope that we can just build on the diversity in general here.
As she prepares to take over this summer, her vision for the school starts with the students.
I think my first priorities are to do a lot of listening, and I say it can't be my vision. If we're going to usher this institution into the next 150 years, it has to be a shared vision.
Dr. Cooper Whitehead has an extensive history in higher education. She's served in various roles at Boston College, MIT, Northwestern, University of Chicago, and more. She's expected to take on her role on July 1st. Rhea Jha, 9 News.
That's a great beginning. How exciting for them. And you can tell it's a good change. It's a positive thing for everyone to feel that energy.
Yeah, it's historic.
Yeah, it's historic. We can't wait to see more. All right, thank you, Rhea.